Yo, what's going on, my people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We are back live with another live stream and with the man them in the building. We got Dan. We got two Dans in the building. One Chelsea fan and one Arsenal. But Potsy, how you doing? First and foremost, everything all good? Friday, and football's back again.
I'm doing better than you, bro. That's for sure, bro. That's for sure, man. Listen. Big up to you, man, because I've been through painful times and I can feel your pain. Do you know when your friends are going through it and you think, wow, I feel for them? I hate Man United, right? But I like good people and you're a good person. And I'm like, Saeed doesn't deserve this, man. Saeed doesn't deserve this. But look, Man United, I hate them. I'm glad it's happening, but it's got to be soon, man. It's got to be this weekend, Saeed. We're going to get into it. But big up, man. Big up.
Praying, man. Dan as well. How are you, man? You chilling yesterday, win after win, man. Life is good over in Chelsea side, man.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming, mate. It's a light at the end of the tunnel, Si. So just believe in it. Like, it will happen eventually. But yeah, it's nice actually to just see Chelsea scoring some goals and just enjoy back-to-back wins for a change, because it feels like it's been a while. But I got to commend you, mate, because you're making your opinions heard on a massive scale. So fair play, mate, because United fans need telling how it is. That you should have standards at a club that big.
Facts.
Oh man, I wish, man. And Judge Mo, how are you, man?
Biryani TV. What is going on?
I seen you yesterday with the raid. Big up, man.
Biryani TV.
Bro,
prime time content out here on Saeed TV, people. Prime time content on Saeed TV.
Man.
Bro.
It's crazy, man.
What are you eating that biryani for, man? What are you eating that biryani for, man?
This is the best YouTube clip I've seen in my life.
Nah,
you're chilling out.
My wife was watching, bro. My wife was watching, and she's like, he just told him, how nice is this biryani?
It did look nice, bro. Do you guys when you're watching football? I can't eat when I'm watching football, like, because I'm nervous, innit?
I'm the same, bro.
I eat like small snacks or something. Just
yeah.
I can't eat food, like I can't sit and have a meal. It is
listen, for me, it's beer and crisps. That's it. Nothing more.
That's
I don't need
like little snacks. You know,
like sunflower seeds or some kind of small things. I can't just. I can't focus on anything. But anyway, I don't know what you guys.
Bro.
Pick up everybody that's here. Make sure to hit that like button, people.
Yeah, man. Hit the like button, people, man.
Come on now.
Smash the likes. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to everyone's channels as well. Links are in the description. You know what I'm ones there. If you're having a biryani yet, yeah, I had it after Jumma. So yeah, man, we had a little bit of biryani. And yeah, man, everyone, if you want to have your biryani tonight, make it. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. But we have to talk on Erik ten Hag, man. And we have got a video that's been just come out from Sir Jim Ratcliffe, which isn't good reading for this manager. He's just basically said that it's not up to him, it's up to Omar Berrado, and it's up to the rest of the board.
All the pressure on the manager. You said to me earlier in the year, we've got to be patient, it's going to take time, look at the environment. Do you have faith in Erik ten Hag?
I don't want to answer that question. I like Eric. I think he's a very good coach, but at the end of the day, it's not my call. It's that management team that's running Manchester United that have to decide how we best run the team in many different respects. But that team that's running Manchester United has only been together since June, July.
Yeah.
They weren't there in January or February or March or April. They've only arrived. Omar, Dan Ashworth, they only arrived in July.
Sure.
They've only been there. You can count it in weeks almost.
Yeah.
Been there a long time. So they need to take stock and make some sensible decisions. I mean, our objective is, is very clear. We want to take Manchester United back to where it should be. And it's not there yet, obviously. That's very clear. So there's work to be done.
Bro, that is
he just speaks like a billionaire, doesn't he? Like,
yeah, man.
He's got too much money, man.
The setting behind him.
Yeah.
Bro, that would worry me, Saeed, if that was me, right? Because this guy's basically just shrugged his shoulders going, I don't know, go and ask them. Like, to me, that is worrying. When you're
I'm just getting rich off the back of United. I don't really care.
I'm here for the dollar. I'm enjoying my life. I'm sunny behind me. I've got enough boats there to keep my... What an absolute joke of a man that is. Like, if that was my club, I'd be absolutely raving over that. I'd be writing, saying, what? I thought you were coming in to sort of like fix everything and take us back to the top. You're basically shrugging your shoulders, going, pass the buck, man, ain't my problem. It's one of those guys that I've employed. Nah, man, that shows no passion or love for the club at all. No care and the world.
He has no love then.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem. I don't. That's just the problem.
Yeah, he grew up a United fan, but he is a Chelsea ticket holder, which is kind of conflicting in that regard.
But that's just for like flying in a London businessman meeting, isn't it? Like taking.
Yeah.
Does anybody think he's not even like that big of a football fan?
No, I think he's more of a football fan than some owners are around. Like, he's definitely more interested in football than I think the Glazers are. And I think he knows where Manchester United should be because he's actually an English businessman who understands what Manchester United means to British culture, and his plans for Manchester and the surrounding area and how he's going to actually revive one of the most upcoming cities in England it sounds really positive. But at the same time, he's employed the best people in world football to make decisions instead of him. And the guy's speaking like a billionaire. There's a reason that guy is able to put £1 billion into Manchester United, because he gets his decision right. And if he doesn't know what decisions to make, he employs the best people in the world to make them. And actually, I said this when you kept Ten Hag in the summer, is that you might be keeping him because the right person isn't available right now. And the ship is not steady, but it's sinking slowly. And they're just trying to buy as much time above water as they can to get the real recruitment done right. That's what I think they're doing. But ultimately, his results aren't helping it. Like, I think they thought he'd do better than what he's doing.
It is a political answer, though. It's a political answer. He for him, he doesn't want to give too much away, which fair enough in it, because the media are going to manipulate everything he says. He wants to do it correctly. I think he knows what's going on, but he doesn't want to say it right now. And that's why he's saying, it's not up to me. It's up to Omar Berrado and them man there. Eric's a good guy. So he's doing what he did with the contract. He's almost like giving him a good word about him, but then he's also saying, well, not really back him right now. You know what I'm saying to you guys? So he's 50-50, which right now the fan base are on fraud watch. They are on fraud watch. If this guy stays past Monday morning, then broski, Ineos have got serious problems, bro, because, boy, this guy needs to go regardless of one result. One result does not determine Ten Hag staying. You man seen Man United how shit they are. Yeah? You man seen it.
I thought you played well first 20 minutes. You dominated.
We got lucky with the goals, man. We got lucky with the
game. We just have to defend better. and but we play good football. It's a process. Look at the 2 trophies you won in the last 2 years.
Oh,
Bro,
here we go. Gaslighting. Are you part of Derek Tanar's school of gaslighting? You know the ones there. Are you part of that? You know
it's
the
a
ones there,
process.
bro.
You have to wait. The fans have to wait. And you know about Unreal. I said something yesterday on my show in the evening. I said that when you look at Man United as a team, people think that Manchester United with one coach can fix things. But I thought about it even more. And the problem is not only Ten Hag. I'm just going to put this out there. If you look, remove the manager aspect of it. If you look at this Chelsea team, you look at the trajectory of Chelsea as players, you would think that Chelsea are 1 or 2 pieces away from being in the trajectory to challenge for the title. That doesn't mean that 1 or 2 pieces away will make them challenge for the title, but the trajectory of these players. You look at Arsenal, you look at Arsenal, they're already challenging Liverpool. Man United are the only club out there that I believe you are far away from being in the trajectory to challenge for titles. You will need an overhaul again. Will PSR allow that? The problem, Saeed, and I know that you're putting your hand on your head because you don't believe that. But
because I feel like for me, you're clouded by Ten Hag.
I might be, Saeed, but
I might be. Your judgment is clouded by Ten Hag. Trust me. I'm telling you now, everyone thinks we're shit, mainly because of Ten Hag. Yeah, cool. We might overrate certain players, but I'm telling you right now, Mo, and anyone in the chat right now, a lot of these players' percentages of performances will go up under the right culture levels. We've seen that with Chelsea. We've seen that with even Arteta. Let's be honest, he's made some players that were shit beforehand look to a level that is, you know what? Fair play. They're right in the system. That's what managers do. They take you from here to there. They're supposed to coach. So that's why I'm saying, for me, cool, we might look 1,000 miles away from Premier League title. But we're not. I'm not saying to you, I'm going to ask you a Premier League title anyway.
Let me ask you a question, guys. And everyone in the chat. And everyone in the panel. It's a very good subject. Can you tell me what players at Man United's trajectory is a title-challenging football player in your opinion? Title.
Well,
okay. Here are the difference between not good, not improving.
Again, do you think Arsenal's one were? Do you think Arsenal's one was when Arteta was building them up? Do you think
they were very young.
No, but I'm asking a question though. Gabriel,
I didn't know.
Dan will say this. Gabriel was a bozo at the start.
Yeah,
Gabriel was a bozo. He was a bozo. Now he's one of the best centre backs in Europe. Yeah, because of the culture level that they put in. Even Thomas Partey, when he came in at the start, you were kind of like, not sure about Partey. Now, unbelievable in that system. Saka's had to develop. Everyone's developed in their squad.
I disagree with you. So hear me out. In the trajectory, even Arsenal's team that Arteta started building, Bukayo Saka's still young, and we saw Bukayo Saka's ability as the trajectory was going into a title-challenging player. Doesn't mean he's the best player. William Saliba, we don't have enough sample size before Arteta to actually go off, right? Declan Rice, the trajectory was this guy can play for a top club. Thomas Partey was at Atletico Madrid, a club that is already won titles, right?
Yeah.
Who else? Martinelli. We didn't have enough sample size for this guy. The problem is the majority.
So he's bought well. Then you're trying to say he's bought well.
Man United team at the current moment.
So he's bought well.
The only player that I can see at Manchester United. Okay, I'm gonna give 2 players that are title challenging trajectory. I'm not saying 2 players. Said, you're not listening. I know you're upset.
I'm just getting ready to load.
Okay, go ahead. Fine. There are 2 players at Man United that you look at the trajectory of the player based on the sample size we have and how we watch them. They are title challenging football players. 2. Kobe Mainoo and Diego Dallo. Everyone else can get
not Amad Diallo.
Even though Onana won, has Onana not won?
You really see
the lit is title worthy as well.
Let's speak on Liverpool then. Liverpool when they were
Liverpool. I want to go back.
You don't want to talk about Liverpool then.
I can speak about Liverpool.
Oh, them players, Liverpool, Keita, Jordan Henderson. Them man would win the league in that season. Jurgen Klopp is the definition of a guy who was punching above his level and got these players from mid kind of form to this up level. Come on, man.
You can't have Jurgen Klopp. You can't have Jurgen Klopp.
Sorry?
You can't have Jurgen Klopp. There is
I mean,
not.
we
a
could
lot
get
of
your
Jurgen
manager.
Klopp.
We could get Nagelsmann. We could get other managers.
My manager, by the way, my manager.
No, forget.
is not
I'm
Jurgen
just giving you a
Klopp's level.
premise. I'm giving you a premise.
Yeah,
We
but
can get
these people will
managers
not do that.
that can raise the levels.
Yeah, but
all I'm
yeah,
saying to you,
I
you
don't
don't need
disagree
title winning
with
players,
you.
though.
I
You
don't
don't need
disagree with Saeed. I don't disagree. I never disagree.
Why are you
with
disagreeing with me right now?
No, raise the level is different than taking this team.
Yeah, because it's not 16 million for the shit, bro. That's why.
Okay, now we hit the nail on the head. We hit the nail on the head.
Yes.
Your players.
He has brought in his shit.
I believe your
85 million on Anthony. He could have used that well. Even when you look at Lisandro Martinez, not that I'm saying I didn't want him, yeah, but it was Timber. I think Timber, United went to go get Timber. We didn't get Timber. There was other ones. Kudus could have came to United instead of this one. So a lot of it comes down to even Mason Mount, 60 million. Are you making me mad now, Mo?
Man, that's the point.
Mount.
You believe
is Mason Mount not a prime? Is Mount not a prime example of what you're saying though? That under the right manager, Mason Mount can look very good.
No, he's shit as well.
No, look, yeah, but under Thomas Tuchel, he won a Champions League and got the game and assist.
He's going to tell
Kai
you
Havertz was also in the same boat and has gone to Arsenal, and Arteta's getting a tune out of him.
That's a good example.
Sancho was the issue at Manchester United under Ten Hag, and he's come to Chelsea, and Maresca's getting a tune out of him. You're bang on that the right manager creates the right environment for players to succeed. Ten Hag is not doing that, and the reason he needs to get sacked.
People have given up.
By the way, that you don't become a bad player overnight. Some of these players have been very, very good.
They don't, bro.
Let me ask the chat. Your chat, Man United fans, you all are so sensitive, which is fine. I get it. You guys want to believe whatever you want to believe. That is my belief. I want to know the names that you think are title contending.
Listen, why are you talking title first of all, man? Why are you putting the bar so high already? You're seeing us right now. We are literally 13, and you're talking about title already. Did Arsenal go from there to title?
Isn't that the standard? Isn't that what?
No. Listen, that is a standard. But right now, the bare minimum right now is Man United to get into that top four, play consistently well, have a style of play, have an identity, and then we go from there.
I agree. I agree.
There you go. So why are we putting the bar?
So my statement is right when I said that this team to challenge for the title will need an overhaul.
No, it doesn't need an overhaul. You're wrong. Okay, I believe with good coaching, the manager can then take what he needs, what he doesn't need, shape it together, and then he can build from that. There is a group of players there that another manager can come in and build from. I'm not putting myself against say all of them players are shit. They can't be all shit at once as well, by the way, because now we're seeing a team that you see right now, all of them are not playing well. Maybe one. Everyone's playing well. Come on, man. We then have to look at the coaching. What is going on? And that's where I want to go at. Right now, Man United are not in a title race. They won't be in a title race next season. We probably should be after spending nearly 600-700 million. We should be. But This manager has got us to the tips. Look where we are right now, man. We are literally 1 win in 10 in Europe. I think we've got 7 wins out of the last 17 games. We are shit at the minute. And you're talking about title race.
Let me ask you then, Said. Let me ask you, Said. If you could pick 6 players at Man United that you're saying, right, I can see a future with them, who are you selecting? Because I'm not saying I'm with Mo, because I think Ten Hag is a joke. But I actually don't. I think this is lacking a lot of quality as well, Man United. And I'm talking about Man United going to where they should be.
The attack he's working on. I agree. The attack he's working on. But I think Xerxes is still there. I think Ahmad is still there. I think for me, Kobe Mainu. I still think Ugarte is part of the plans. He's just come through the door. I do believe Casemiro will leave next summer because of the age and whatnot, and just in general. He'll probably leave next summer. I do think majority of the back line, apart from maybe Maguire and Evans, the rest of them can still work under a new manager. So I've just given you the base of the whole squad nearly there. I want Bruno Fernandes gone. I probably want Rashford sold. And maybe a few others. Garnacho probably might not be good enough. Cool. But the core group of the team is still there. It's still there, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's where, for me, my focus is on right now. There is a good group of players there that can still perform under a new manager. Then,
I agree with that.
The manager who comes in, all he has to do is just piece 1 or 2 or 3. It's not wholesale. Just literally, right, we need a CDM here, we need a striker here, we need one winger there. Cool. That's what we're going to do right now. That's our plan.
Look,
That's what we can do.
I'm not saying I disagree that you've got some quality in your squad. I don't think it's an outstanding side. I think the way they're playing together is definitely on Ten Hag, and there's no doubting that an Allegri or a Tuchel comes in or a Simone Inzaghi and they start playing better. That is absolutely, for me, obvious what's going to happen. But I can't help but think that you've spent £100 million on Xerxes and Højlund, who have got 20 goals between them. I still don't see a winger at Man United that I rate. I've got problems in the balance of midfield, but maybe a new manager can get there. I think Onana is a good goalkeeper, but he's not world class. I think he's got a mistake in him. So I still see issues within the team. Now, that doesn't mean that Man United can't be a good side. It doesn't mean that a new manager doesn't come in and go, right, I want 5 players, and those 5 players are replacing the gaps that I've just explained. I think Manchester United, under a structure which I think is supposed to be working, for sure could be title challenging in 2 years. But at the moment, keeping this guy is absolutely not the way forward. That's my honest opinion. I know Mo is saying that it's not all on Ten Hag. I do agree with that, but I also believe that Ten Hag is the major issue here. Because how can you be 3 seasons into a football club with no style of play when you've spent the most amount of money, more than anybody other than I think Chelsea, in the last 3 seasons? Yeah. This is not on anybody more than Ten Hag, and he has to go. And there's no point in keeping him against Aston Villa, because what happens, Saeed? You get a last-minute equaliser against Villa. What, he stays another game? What's the point? Just get rid of him, man. Bro. It's pathetic. Honestly, I can't. Look, I hope he stays forever, right? As an Arsenal fan.
I never said that, Dan. I think it's 100% Ten Hag. I said it's 100% on Ten Hag. Man, Saeed, 100%. 100.
What's your point then, Mo? What's your point then,
the way Man United are playing now, I never said it's 100% on Ten Hag. This team, the squad, the team at the current moment,
he has assembled.
It's not bad. It's not faking 14s. It's not 3-0 every other game. It's not. Right?
No.
It's all Ten Hag. But my belief is that Man United spent a lot of money, right? But sometimes spent a lot of money, kept the manager. That even if they get a good man, if they get, let me give you an example. If they get Amorim, for example, Amorim, maybe next season they will be able to challenge for top 4, and it's not going to be guaranteed.
Yeah, that's fair.
But for Man United to go back to where they belong and where people say challenge for the title, they will have to absolutely buy a lot of more players and give a manager a lot of time to get
quality,
there.
Not quantity, is what we United need.
Yes.
If we get quality in those positions, Man United could do something. It's not about just buying players for the sake of buying players.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like Chelsea, to be fair, they've bought a lot of good quality as well.
I don't think you can do that, right? You don't have the money.
I don't think we can do that. But I'm just saying, it's like 3 or 4 key positions that United are looking at right now. I'm probably looking at the left side of centre-back role. You know, that's probably area. Maybe Brandthwaite comes in that area. Midfield role, get a natural number 6 in there. And then maybe 2 forwards in that position. Then United can say, you know what, this season we're looking to push on now.
And a left back. You need
a left back, and a left back here as well. Yeah.
So I'm not far from what I said. You need 5.
No, the thing is, though,
I said at the end you need 5 starters. Am I wrong, Saeed? Or not?
5 starters to compete with what we got. Yeah.
That's a lot of players to be saying 5 starters.
Yeah, because what happened is we're playing catch up. You see this transfer window.
That's what I'm saying, but you don't like it. That's exactly
no. What I'm saying, we are playing catch up because this manager spent absolutely garbage on the 2 previous windows. So we are now playing catch up. Ineos, for the first time this summer, brought in 5 starters. Look at the players we brought in. Lenny Yoro's injured, but he could have probably easily started. De Ligt is starting. Mazarawi is starting. Ogata, you can see, is going to be starting games now. Xerxes is starting. They bought players in that can start now. So you add to that next season, and you buy more players that can start. That's what you want. Who wants to buy players that are going to sit on the bench? Do you want to buy players that sit on the bench?
Nobody wants that. But with the amount of money you spend, you should have at least had forget the manager, have a competent team that with a new manager can work out what is going on and can actually fix the holes. That is the thing.
Yes.
Like,
but also,
we're not fighting people. We're not
the players that probably weren't playing to the capacity levels, and I'm not saying Casemiro done or whatever, but maybe he can get a tune out of Casemiro for 1 year and a half. I don't know. I'm just giving you an example. Maybe players that you wouldn't have thought they would be kind of ready and whatnot.
De Ligt.
Maybe, I don't know. Whoever's in there, like there is opportunities for improvement with every squad. Players that can be given opportunity. Mason Mount, if nobody wants to buy him, If Thomas Tuchel's to sign him, maybe Thomas Tuchel's the answer because he was the one that apparently got the best out of him when he was at Chelsea. So who knows? I'm just giving you scenarios out there. But for me, it's criminal that this manager is still here, man. And inshallah, I made dua. We just prayed Friday Jummah. He's gone on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Sunday night.
Allah, you win.
But even if we win and we want him out, most United fans wanting him out. Even if we win, you know what I'm saying to you? You think we're gonna hold out to Aston Villa? Come on, man.
Can I ask a general question about Man United and ask everyone else, like Dan? And you guys think if they give it to Ruud, that is good or bad? Now,
I think that is just the same as giving it to bloody Ollie, isn't it? Why don't they just go and get a proper manager who's got a CV that says I win? I'm sick and tired of this. Oh, we'll give it to someone who could be good in 5 years. Go and get someone who's good now. You've got a structure there at Man United which can allow you to get the right people in and do the right. We're talking about footballing men here. Barada, we're talking about Wilcox, we're talking about Ashworth. We're talking about people that know what they're doing. If they do know what they're doing, they shouldn't employ Ruud van Nistelrooy, in my honest opinion. They should go and get an Allegri, a Thomas Tuchel, Simone Inzaghi, somebody like that who says, I win. This is my CV and I win. And some of those names might not come, but you need to go and try to get the very best in. Not, Ruud van Nistelrooy did quite well at PSV once. So I think, do you know what? Let's see if he can manage Man United. No, Ollie done pretty well at Mulder. He didn't do anything at Manchester United that was going to take him to the title. So for me, you go and get a proven manager. And that is what Arsenal should do if Arteta does not work out in the coming years. That is what we should do next. None of this. Everybody wants Pep's
they got
mate.
rejected.
Everybody wants Pep's mate.
They got rejected. Then they got rejected. That is very rejected. Man United. The problem is top managers. Thomas Tuchel didn't want to take the job. Simone Inzaghi is just reported an hour ago that he rejected the offer from Manchester United.
Who?
Simone Inzaghi.
Where's this sauce?
Where's I just go to transfer update? It's not me.
No. Bring your sauce. Bring your sauce.
It's not me, bro.
Tancredi Palmieri.
No. I don't want to hear this. Where did you
hear this? Here you go. I am reading. Manchester.
No, I want to bring on the screen for the people so we can see.
I'm going to send it to you in the private chat. You can put it because you have the thing, right?
Okay.
Oh my God, this guy. Like, I am literally reading what's in front of me, bro. Just stop fighting. I'm not eating biryani. Stop fighting with me, bro. Here you go. I sent you the link.
Okay.
I don't know who the source is.
Inter source, yeah.
No, it's Transfer News Live.
No, he's a fairly reputable Italian journalist. Like, he's quite well known.
Palmieri.
Yeah, he's well known. He'll go on.
Reportedly, Simone Inzaghi in manager position immediately, but the Inter head coach rejected it. Tancredi Palmieri.
Nobody wants the job, Saeed.
Don't know about this source here, man. I can't lie to you.
It's always a Mo's case, bro.
If it's true, if it is true though, Saeed, that these people are rejecting you, that is a worry. If Tuchel says nah and Simone Inzaghi says no, thank you, how do you move forward? Like, you might have to get a manager that's going to build the foundations. You know what I mean? You might have to get your Brendan Rodgers before you get your Klopp.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I'm bringing me in the Cali.
Okay, here's a question I was asked the other day. Thomas Frank and this ilk of managers, the mid-table managers, the Iraolas, the
Iraola I would take.
The managers that look very good on the pitch, you can see the coaching style. You can tell right away from Iraola's Bournemouth that it looks good, right? Amorim, Thomas Frank. I know Amorim won in Portugal, but come on, we know that you have to be. It's different than Thomas Tuchel's and Antonio Conte's and Ancelotti's and these guys. You believe these guys are gonna survive a Man United pressure?
Bro, listen, everybody, it's Liverpool's the same. I think Chelsea's gonna be the same. It's everywhere, bro. Pressure's everywhere, my guy. So at the end of the day, it's not only just Man United. Yeah, cool. Man United are a big club and we have big standards, you know what I mean, and whatnot. But at the same time, you know, listen, man, hire and sack, man. I'm with that era now, man. I don't want to get sentimental over managers. I don't want to, bro. For me, this era, if you're getting sentimental about managers, then it's not for you. This sport. I'm telling you now, because that era of one manager staying forever and doing a madness. There's no Fergie anymore. There's no Arsene Wenger. There's no Jurgen Klopp. There ain't no managers anymore like that, guys. It's literally do a job for 2-3 years. Not even 2-3 years. If I don't see improvements in 18 months, then you're getting sacked, my guy. Simple. If you don't see improvements so say now you have 1 year then you have the 6 months following, and in that 6 months following, you're not improving that team, then you should be sacked. Simple. That's how you need to build for me. Like, I don't believe in these long-term managers. I really don't.
I was listening to The Guardian yesterday about the podcast that was after the Man United loss on the weekend. And they said that you can see Southgate lurking in the background with these guys.
Bro, Southgate's not coming, man. Relax yourself, man. Southgate's not coming to United. They've already literally said, you know, that news is false. The Southgate ain't coming. It's going to be, for me, Tuchel, Amorim, Nagelsmann, the Stuttgart manager,
McKenna?
I think McKenna will stay.
But hold on. Can I?
Yeah.
Okay. Thomas Tuchel, yes. The report, by the way, some credible journalists in Germany that says that actually Man United went and tried to reignite their interest in Thomas Tuchel now. The guy Amorim is not leaving now. Is he out of a job now? Amorim,
no, he's at Sporting Lisbon.
So you're not gonna poach him from Sporting Lisbon mid-season.
Why not? Why not?
They're playing Champions League football.
Why not?
Okay. You really think that Amorim is gonna leave mid-season in like October?
Why not? If the money's there and we can pay him out of his clause, whatever it is, then why not? It can be done. If Ineos say what they are and they say they're a fabulous sporting structure and they're here to revolutionize Man United and they talk up the talk, then we should be able to go and get Amorim from Sporting Lisbon. Why shouldn't we expect that? You know what I mean? Whether he leaves or not is up to them, but they have to try. They have to try. They have to go and persist, and they have to make an offer that is not refusable. If they don't do that, then it is what it is. But they got to at least attempt it. I want my club to attempt to go and get these managers. If you say what you say you are, then you go out there and you do it. Simple as that. Not just because someone is available. Like Graham Potter. Don't make a lazy kind of appointment in Graham Potter. Don't make a lazy one like that. You know what I mean? Even though I don't think he's as bad as what people say he is, I do think he's a good coach. But no, not for the club and the way the stature is right now in terms of the pressure. I think he's going to fold. You know what I mean? And I don't want to be hearing. What did he say? It's not
for the next manager.
Sorry?
Have you seen the odds for the next manager?
No.
So you got, currently this is Sky Bet. You got Ruud van Nistelrooy, who's 11-8 favourite. Then you've got Gareth Southgate, who's 5-2 next favourite. And then you've got Thomas Tuchel at 6-1, Kieran McKenna at 9-1, Graham Potter and Thomas Frank at both 14 and 16-1. And then it goes outside 20s to 1s with Pochettino, Zidane, Eddie Howe, and Allegri. Allegri's 28-1. That list, man, is worrying for me. Like the ones near Nistelrooy, Southgate, and McKenna and Potter.
But then who expected Liverpool to get Arne Slot? Who expected Chelsea to get Maresca?
True.
And look how they're doing right now. So for me, there's names and there's something that can happen. You know what I mean? So for me, I think.
Yeah, but Maresca was the underwhelming choice, not the good one.
Was it underwhelming in the Chelsea fans?
Chelsea fans didn't want Maresca. Chelsea fans wanted Thomas Tuchel. They wanted De Zerbi. They wanted Amorim. When they got Maresca,
it wasn't underwhelming. It wasn't underwhelming.
No, it was.
Don, Sheriff, Lewis.
Yeah.
They said, "What is
Championship manager?"
Like, bro, Saeed, they sat on stream saying we're never going to get the McKennas and the Maresca.
But then this is also the same Chelsea recruitment team that went after John Duran and Omarodian, and both of them are turning up at the beginning of this season, and we all slated them all summer.
Yeah, they didn't know what they wanted, man. Chelsea
so they obviously are better at their jobs than we are.
We want a top manager. Them getting Maresca was against everyone's Chelsea fans did not expect to get a championship manager. Yes, he turned out to be looking good.
I knew Maresca. I thought he was a good manager in Leicester.
The thing about it is that if you look at the resume side, it wasn't enough to manage Chelsea Football Club. The resume wasn't good enough to manage Chelsea Football Club. Winning a championship with Leicester and failing with Parma is not good enough.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For me, it's not about the name, guys, man. I think for me, the name is overhyped now. We need to get a manager who's got good credentials. That's why for me, I'm looking at the Stuttgart manager, and I watched, some of his football last season was amazing. They came third, and I think for me, he's a very, very good. The way he was dealing with Real Madrid in that game at the Bernabeu, bro, that man had them on the ropes, for a long time. Obviously, they lost the game. Don't get me wrong, but very, very good football. I want good football. Yes, the trophies I want as well, but I want the baseline. I want to go to Old Trafford knowing that I'm going to get entertained. I'm going to see good football. Bro, I don't want to be watching United depressed. I want to actually see that. You know what? We are seeing fundamentals in a team. You can see a style. Come on, man. That's the reality of what we're at right now. So let's see if we can go and get it. But it is going to be tough. It is going to be tough. Let's get some super. By the way, it's 1.9K in the building, and we've not even hit 500 likes. You lot are, I don't know what you lot are doing, man. What's going on, guys, man? Yeah, 357
Sergio
likes.
Conceição is a good one. The one that
Yeah,
was
Conceição, I wouldn't mind him.
good one. And he has very strong freaking personality, bro. He will he will not let any player talk. He will not let any player do anything outside of the pitch.
Yeah.
Very strong personality manager. I was happy with when he was linked with Inter, actually. Like, very strong. I like him.
Yeah, facts. So yeah, man, get these likes up, people. There's 1.9K in the building. Lemoang Zodong says, if you think Ineos going to change something, they're not. Look at what he did at Nice. He ruined it. He's a disgraceful owner. Big up Log Rog for the super sticker. Eric Ten Frog should have been gone at 7-0. Big up Potts for that. This is London show, probably the funniest show on YouTube I've ever watched. JJ,
big up, man.
Come on, man. Nah,
JJ.
it's amazing, man. Good personalities on there, man. So make sure you watch it. Gasparini, anyone United. You know what? He deserves his one big club, though.
No, he already went to Inter and failed in the band.
Yeah, but come on, man. One job determines his whole career. It's crazy. And we all know Southgate is Ineos approved in January. Bring up Ramos says, pressure at Man United is a myth. Shit managers don't get sacked. Shit players don't get sold.
Yeah, but the fans, it's a lot of restless people at Man United.
Yeah. Let's talk on Arsenal, man, because listen, man, there's a lot of perception about, Arsenal playing boring football and whatnot, but we have to talk about their defense, man. Like, you know what, man? I think it's one of the best in Europe. I think only Real Madrid can really talk to them, maybe in that aspect of the best defense in Europe. But Dan, man, it's lovely knowing that, you can just sit there and relax. Like, I know Leicester was a freak kind of, comeback, but Saliba and Gabriel, man, you backing them for the best pairing in Europe, or you still think Rudiger and Militao better?
Yeah, I think Saliba and Gabriel are the best in Europe right now. I think that the easy way to prove it is to go and win something with Gabriel and Saliba, and that's what I'm hoping we do this season. Because it's fine saying what you've got is the best and what you've got is better than anybody else, but the only way you do that really is to go and actually win the trophies to say, yeah, now we can actually say we have the best team. So look, I'm in a situation right now where I love Gabriel and Saliba, but until they win a Premier League and a Champions League, they can't really talk to Vidic, Ferdinand, Terry and Carvalho because they've gone and done it, right? So look, they might be better than them if you like them individually or as a partnership more than those players, but those players have actually won titles and trophies. So that's what we need to do together, and I think that's what we need to do this season. I absolutely love the fact that at the moment we've got a dilemma of who we're playing at fullback as well, because we know Gabriel and Saliba's superb, but I'm a massive fan of Timber. I think he's been fantastic. And I look at Ben White and I think he's been phenomenal for 12 to 18 months. And I look at Calafiori now coming in, who, by the way, actually has, been really good in certain aspects of his game, but has been a little rash and needs to calm down a little bit. When he's going forward, when he's going forward on the ball, I'm like, don't turn into Zinchenko, man. Come on. Like, let's keep it defensively. Remember why we got you, man. We didn't get you to be a left winger. So I'm a fan of him, but he needs to grow and mature into that position. But I will say, Saeed, every time I go into a game now, I have the confidence that with that back line, we can get across the line against anybody. And I think that's going to set us up well for the Champions League as well. But my problem is mentality, man. This is the only thing that I think has let Arsenal down, if I'm honest with you. The mentality has got the better of us in the last couple of years in Europe as well. And I think that comes down from the manager and the players not being able to get across the line yet. Once this team shows that it can win something, I have so much more confidence in going to another trophy. And that's why I would absolutely take every single competition seriously this year. People are saying, oh, don't worry about the Carabao Cup. It's an energy drink cup. I'm taking it seriously. I want to win it because this team has got no right to be throwing trophies in the bin when it hasn't won anything for 5 years. So now we've built something. We've spent 700 million. Let's go and achieve something together because this team deserves to win something. It's been brilliant to watch. And people that say it's Pulis football, it has been at certain times, but it hasn't been of late. When we played Leicester, when we played Bolton, when we played PSG, we were flying in goals, right? And people might laugh at those teams, but come on. Everyone said we were going to be playing Tony Pulis football for the rest of the season. I said it won't be against those teams. And it won't be tomorrow against Southampton either. So, look, I think we can score goals. I think we're in a position where Havertz at the moment in the 9 is looking fantastic. And defensively, we're there, man. So, look, I just want to see us get across the line now. I'm kind of sick and tired of getting to the stage where we're, can Arsenal do it this season? We have to. We have to win a trophy this season. You know, we absolutely must. And, you know, lastly, what I'll say is a bare minimum expectation for me this season is to win silverware and to title challenge to the last game of the season again. That's the bare minimum. If we do that, I feel like we've shown progress and we've actually finally got success, because there's a difference between progression and succession, right? You've got to actually do that to be successful. Otherwise, it's been an okay season again. And I think if we finish trophyless, there'll be serious questions about where we're actually going and when we are actually going to get across the line and win something. So this season, it has to be the season, man. But you're right, Saeed at the back, we look phenomenal, man. We really do. And Raya has been outstanding this season. Outstanding.
No, 100%, man. Bro, Arsenal doing their thing, man.
You're jealous, Saeed. You're jealous.
Well, you are where you are, innit? I would love to be where Arsenal are. I can't lie to you. You know what I mean?
I thought you had 2 better seasons than them because you won trophies.
Well, I'll still say that. I'll still
you stand by that.
Yeah, of course. If you win a trophy, but a better season, factually. Obviously, we could talk about context and we could talk about where the style of play and whatnot are. Then that's a whole different conversation. But factually, if you win a trophy, you have a better season than
it is 2 different questions, Mo.
It is 2 different questions now. You know what I mean? So it's one of them.
Mo knows that, but you know what he's doing.
Yeah, I know what he's doing, man. He's, you know what I mean? Mo's on that thing right now.
The questions are, who had the better season?
Yeah, when you press Man United toughen up, when you press Man United fans a little bit, they come you just do this a little bit. It comes out.
I'm just saying, isn't it? It's true. But listen, Arsenal, what Arsenal have done though is that they may not have won the trophies, but the growth and where they've gone has just gone better and better. And that is something that you've got to give them credit for. You know what I mean? They're now in a title race season in, season out. It's just whether this year they can win it, man. You know what I mean? And right now, I still think it's Man City's to lose. But if Arsenal are there or thereabouts, man, and they could get someone in January, you know what I mean? That's going to be amazing for them. But they've got the foundation. Ferguson said, attack wins you games, defense wins you titles. So they've got one bit right. Can they get the other bit right now? Mo, I don't know.
This is actually one of the things. I have an opinion about it. I'm going to say my opinion. This statement that it's City's to lose, but Arsenal must. A lot of people don't understand what this means.
Okay, go on.
You know, a lot of people don't understand what this means. When we say that, we're not saying that Arsenal are better than Man City, but we're saying Arsenal have a manager that has been here for 5 years. The longest serving manager without a major trophy in the Premier League from a top 6 club. That is why we say you must. You have to win the league with the Champions League, in my opinion. There is no other way around it, right? Even though City are the better team, with Rodri or without Rodri, now we can have the conversation. Arsenal are doing the thing. My point about Arsenal, that I am yet to actually see Arsenal go on full gear this season. Not yet, by the way. And you can put it down to how tough the oppositions are, the circumstances, the red cards in 2 of the tough games. Playing Spurs is not an indication of how good you are, basically, because you won't have the ball.
Still a derby.
Yeah, but my point about Arsenal is that I'm not gonna build my idea about how Arsenal will playing freaking Spurs, because Spurs will always have the ball. They will press you 90 minutes. They will leave their defense wide open. I'm gonna build my ideas about Arsenal when they play Leicester, Southampton, Wolves, Fulham, when they play Chelsea, when they play Man United. This is what I'm gonna build actually how Arsenal will play this season. I'm yet to see, because I am thinking the new Arteta is so adaptable in games. Against PSG, they pressed, but they also defended very deep. There is an echo coming from somebody, I don't know from who. But this is how I'm looking at Arsenal at the current moment. You saying their defense is resolute. I think Liverpool defense look better.
Wow. Who's conceded less this season?
Liverpool conceded less than them. My point about this is that Arsenal this season defend differently than last season, tactically speaking now. No banter, nothing. And then goes to games. Arsenal this season defend in bulk, not individually like last season. Saliba and Gabriel last season used to read the game and defend in lots of spaces. Declan Rice as a DM, the reason why he won a lot of man of the matches, because Declan Rice used to defend a lot of spaces alone in that DM role when Havertz and Odegaard were the 8s for him. This season, Arteta said, no, we are not taking risks. We're not letting our defenders defend in abundance of spaces. We're defending as a team together, all of us, two lines. We press when we need to press, but also we're that's why against PSG, they pressed, but they had 35% ball position against PSG because they would choose not to take risks. Against Man City, they are not taking risks. I think the Arsenal that this season is so different than the Arsenal of last season, the season before.
I believe so. I believe what he's doing, Mo, is that they are. I'm not saying they're not. They're becoming efficient now, which is now something that they want to do. Whereas before it was they might get expansive again. They might start scoring goals when Odegaard comes back, and it might play that.
Merino as well. You get like this.
Yeah. So it's like, but now it's becoming a bit more kind of gritty and more efficient.
I'll tell you what, though. I'll come in on the Liverpool point because I agree. I think their defense has been brilliant, but I look at who they've played in compared to us, and my God, I'd expect it to be good. I'd expect it to be good, man. Their results, right? Their results are taking away Champions League games. They've played Wolves, they've played Bournemouth, they've played Forest and lost 1-0. Man United, who are a state at the moment, Brentford at home, and Ipswich. Like, yeah, Liverpool deserve credit. You've got to beat the teams in front of you, and Arne Slot will be tested in the coming weeks, trust me. But for me, defensively, Liverpool look good right now. Let's see what they're like in their run of games between October and November, because it's looking pretty poor for them, man. I'm not going to say
Arsenal got a better squad for me as well in terms of like when all the players are back. Let's be honest, like Arsenal have got better quality coming off the bench. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Let's be honest. Yeah, it's true.
Liverpool got more world-class players, but I think as a squad, Arsenal
Arsenal got they're probably better. I don't know. Maybe Hassan's gonna come in the comments now and disagree. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no. Hussam is now no chest Hussam now. He doesn't. No chest Hussam nowadays. Like, he's back in Arsenal to win the league. Hussam thinks he don't have depth. I believe Liverpool. Yeah, Hussam. He actually is right in some aspects. Like, for example, their midfield is so light. The bench is Curtis Jones and Endo. That is very light, to be honest, without Harvey Elliott. But their front line is doing well. Their defense is not as bad as people make it be. And Arne Slot is doing wonders. But I am absolutely going to wait to see like how Arsenal play. I already made my judgment on Liverpool. Liverpool look good. They look good. They are going to be title contenders. Are they going to fall off? I doubt it. I have no evidence. Like, why am I going to assume that Van Dijk is going to be bad out of a sudden? That McAllister is going to be bad? That Salah is going to be bad? I have no evidence. These guys have been doing it for years, in my opinion. These guys have been doing it for years. For Arsenal, the problem with Arsenal now is that Mikel Arteta is going into a way of playing football that I have not seen a team win the Premier League against Pep Guardiola ever, with that way of changing and changing within the game. I've not seen it ever. Can that win the league? That is the question for Dan. Is that way of playing can win you the league? Or you're still waiting to see, are you going to be expansive again, thrashing teams like the last 16 games of last season? I don't know.
They win the league like that. Who cares?
Yeah,
but nobody has ever won the league like this, Saeed.
I would say though, Mo, that I don't think there is a style that we're going to play this season because we've already been different to what we've seen. I personally don't really understand the hate that Arsenal are getting for going to Manchester City, Villa, and Spurs away and playing the way we did, because we won 2 out of the 3 games, and we should have won all 3, to be fair, if it weren't for 10 seconds of lapsing concentration. So what I've seen since then is expansive football. We absolutely blew PSG away. We were very dominant against Leicester. Yeah, it was squeaky bum time at the end. We put in 2 bad goals, but we were expansive. We played well. We were battering their goal. Obviously, we smashed Bolton by 5. So I don't think now this Tony Pulis football exists. I think it's gone. Probably it will come back again in a few weeks. We've got Liverpool at home, Newcastle away, Inter Milan away, Chelsea away. That's a ridiculous run. So,
that's a question. If I was to say to you this season, you can win the Champions League or the Premier League, which one are you taking?
I want the one with the big ears, man. I want the Champions League because I've not had that. I've not had that.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Do people think that Arsenal have the capability with that defense and the efficiency that they're doing, you know, to win the Champions? Because I'm looking at the Champions League now, and don't get me wrong, Real Madrid are heritage in it. It's cool in it, like. That's whatever. Bayern Munich are up there. Man City are there. So they're the top 3. Liverpool, you have to always give that respect because they won 6 times. That's 14. Got Inter Milan. I know Judge Monk, he's in there. I'm looking at everyone else, and it's everyone else has got Barcelona in there. In that, but you know what? It's like, Arsenal. If they get if you don't want to be coming against Arsenal, with that defense as well, like, you know what I mean?
They're built for it.
They're built for it, yeah.
The way he plays is a very cup competition way of playing football. With one half, I'm gonna press. The other half, once I take the lead, I'm defending. This game, I'm gonna defend. This game, I'm gonna attack. They're built for a cup competition. Thomas Tuchel won the Champions League with Chelsea. Yeah. One game he had 65%. The next game he had 35%.
Yeah,
it's like you cannot read. One of the things I said when Arsenal come into Inter, I said I'm scared of Arsenal. You know why? I don't know how they're gonna play football. I have no idea. And I know that my manager doesn't know how to plan. Are you going to play against a team that is resolute defensively? Or going to press you high? Or going to pass the ball around? You don't know. Every other team now, you can read them. You can read Man City. You can read Liverpool. Arsenal can. So I believe an unknown team of Arsenal are built to win the Champions League. Of course,
I think we have
the heritage and all this stuff.
I agree with what Mo says. I think we have the quality. Do we have the mentality? Yeah. That's my question mark. Because that's a different thing. We've gone to grounds in England and we've struggled. It's St James Park, Villa Park last season, Anfield, Etihad. We're going to have to go to Bernabeu. We're going to have to potentially go to Allianz again and win. We're going to have to go to potentially PSG's ground, Dortmund's ground. Can we get the mentality? What we're going to be like at the San Siro in a couple of weeks' time when we play in Milan? Like, this is what I'm all interested to see, because I've seen Arsenal play well. I've seen Arsenal when they beat anybody, but I have not yet seen Arsenal get the mentality to get across the line. So are we suited more to the Champions League? Potentially we are, with the defence that we've got, right? I think we can also be suited to the Premier League as well. We've got to win one of them, in my opinion, this season. We really have to. So let's see. But look, we're in a good position at the moment. I personally feel like we've had a really tough start. And I think people were rubbing their hands together when they saw the fixtures at Arsenal and thought, they won't beat Spurs, Villa and City and Atlanta. Wow, they're going to drop points there. And we come out unscathed. We've got that again in a few weeks' time, and that's really going to be a test, because Newcastle away, we lost there last season. Inter Milan's never easy, unless we go into an invincible season where we win there 5-1. Sorry, Mo. And then obviously after that, we've got Chelsea away, which is difficult the way they're playing at the moment. So look, it's going to be difficult for sure, but I feel at the moment that we go into every single game with confidence, and I don't really fear any team anymore. Yes, they can beat us. If we got Man City or Real Madrid, I might go in there thinking, that's going to be tough. But I don't go, oh, my God, we're out. Oh, my God, we're done. We're done for. I don't do that anymore. And that's a compliment to Arsenal, what Arteta's done, to be fair.
Yeah, I'm going to add something to this. I think Arteta is doing something that Alex Ferguson used to do and Mourinho used to do, which is you're never going to watch Arsenal and think this game is gone from them. They're 2-0 behind. Alex Ferguson used to do that. Alex Ferguson and Mourinho, both of them used to say, as long as I'm within one goal, I can win this game. I am in this game. Right? Arsenal, look now. Any team they play in the world, you will never pick a result. Even if you pick them as losers, you won't say Arsenal lose by 2-goal margin. You won't. You'll say it's a 1-0 against Arsenal. 2-1. Even if you pick them. That is why Arsenal fans are not scared. Because they're always in the game. They're always with a shout of winning this game. 1-0 down. Not like other teams when they get battered too, and it's hard to climb and come back for that game. That is one of the things that I think Arteta.
Was that time Arsenal got battered? Was that time Arsenal got battered?
You can't remember that, man. Yeah, you can't remember. That is Alex Ferguson's style. You remember Alex Ferguson? You never get battered.
Wait, because I know when I got battered. You know what I mean? I can give you results.
Now, I can't remember Arsenal. The last time was Man City 3-1.
3-1. That wasn't a battering.
I'm talking about I don't think a 2-goal defeat is a battering.
4-1 against Man City 2 seasons ago. That was the last time Arsenal lost with more than
5-0. Yeah, 2021, 5-0.
Yeah, that was the last proper battering that I can remember, was Matt Etihad in 2021.
When was the last time? I want to know. Someone in the chat, please. Check. When was the last time Arsenal lost with 2-goal margins or more? The last time.
Oh, yeah, Brighton at home, remember? 4-1.
When?
That was the season before.
Now, have you ever lost last season? Dan, do you remember any result last season when you lost more than 1-goal margin? One
They
goal.
lost to
Not
Brighton,
me.
yeah, they lost to Brighton at home, man. And Ciso, and yeah, I remember.
Yeah, but that was the season before. Last season was not.
3-0, yeah. 3-0.
Trying to think last season. Yeah, it was 3-0 at the Emirates that time.
In the league,
that was
yeah.
2 years. That was 2 years ago. Where the title had already gone. But no,
Yeah,
you're
Villa,
right.
yeah, Villa last
Oh,
season,
you're
2-0.
right.
2-0.
2-0 Villa last season.
Villa, yeah, 2-0. But even then, that was 2 breakaway goals where
Yeah,
the Arsenal were looking to. I'm talking about get convincingly beat. So that is a testament to Arteta and their defense. You know,
Yeah.
The
what I
fact
mean?
we've got to think back that long ago is a
I
compliment.
know.
You know what I'm saying?
I know. Yeah, fair play, Arsenal. Fair play.
I think
Arteta's
Arteta's looked at where they slipped up in the last couple of seasons, and he's worked on that a lot. And I think he's matured tactically, and I think we're seeing that this season. I just hope he hasn't swung too much one way and forgot about the other way, where they've been so good for the last 2 seasons as well. But I'm sure, like Dan said, over the test of the season, we'll see it, and I think this is their best chance to do it. And I think the way Arteta started the season and navigating the game so far is a refreshing change. And I think maybe he thought that for 2 seasons he tried one way and it didn't work, so change it up and see if he can get something.
Yeah,
They have the second best striker in the league now, and Kai Havertz, of course.
It's from them days, of like
1 goal every 2 games.
The AFTV days, the prime AFTV days, the shouting in lockdown to now, like Arsenal just steady, man. They just, you know what I mean, bro? All the need
very steady. Yes, you're right. You'll never hear the outrage again from Arsenal fans. You
never hear it, man. You know what I'm saying to you? Big up Robs in the cut. Big up to you, bro. This super chat comes in. Gonna Roller says, if you listen to Arteta during preseason, the goal is to be tactically flexible and be able to adapt and react to every game.
There we go. That's what I was getting at. That's what I was getting at. I don't think there's a style of play at Arsenal. I think there's a few styles, and now we're finally seeing a plan B where he's either making plan A better or he's actually changing his system. So I've been impressed, really impressed.
There's been an obsession for a few years with style of play over results, and I feel like that's kind of rubbed off on a lot of managers. But I think Arteta's finally got to the point where he's realised that results beat style of play every single day of the week. Probably when you look at the likes of Manchester United and Ten Hag, as much as the style of play is missing there, he's still got results and won a couple of trophies. And I think Arteta would rather have those trophies than feel that his team's playing good football.
Yeah, absolutely. Still 1.8K in the build. Let's get up to 800 likes minimum target on the channel.
800. It's so generous. We need 1,000.
I know, man. I'm being generous, man.
My God. You guys, we need 1,000 likes.
Yeah. Listen,
It's
guys,
free.
you heard
It
it,
doesn't
bro.
even cost people a penny, bro.
Trust me, man.
Bro.
Let's see if they can do it, man. Let's see. I want to talk on Cole Palmer, man, because you know, I wanted to ask you, like, because for me, a lot of people were saying that Cole Palmer this season isn't gonna have the same impact, man. But you know, guy,
do you know what side? I was one of them. I hold my hands up. I thought because under Maresca, they look like they have a more regimented system. I thought his numbers would drop, not because he's a bad player, because there's more of a system in place. Under Poch, he was more of a maverick, could kind of do what you want. Everything was going through him. How wrong was I? Them 4 goals in that game, and not even just the goals, the assists in the Wolves game or whatnot. He's proved me wrong straight away. So I was actually one of them fans. So you have to just give it to him. I feel like when you're just quality, your numbers will be high regardless. The cream always rises to the top. No matter what system you're in, no matter what team you're in, your numbers will always be there. Because I was one of them people saying, I said Cole Palmer's numbers will drop this season just because he's in more of a system. But he's proved me wrong, man. He's proved me wrong.
Bro. Is there anyone in the world right now doing what he's doing in terms of like now, like form?
Rafinha, Lamine Yamal's doing it right now.
Lamine Yamal, that's a good shot.
Yeah,
because I've been
having an amazing season so far for Barcelona. I'm looking at Serie A.
There's no one.
There's actually a guy in
maybe.
There's a guy in the Bundesliga that's been flying called like Mamouche.
Yeah,
he's been
the Egyptian guy.
Yeah, he's got 6 goals.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
He's a really good
Marmouche is a fantastic player.
Yeah, Coquerez, he's doing something right now. So there is players out there, but with Palmer, man, it's just broski. He's too good, man. He's too good. Like even when you look at him against West Ham, I don't think he had a greatest game against West Ham, but he could have scored a goal, could have got assists. He could have he's still in the game though. It's not like he doesn't have that many stinkers. You know what I mean? No, there's no stinker and hooked from Palmer. You know what I mean? Like he's kind of like he can still be in the game. He's that technically good that he's always got a chance of just doing
He's
something.
always
special.
unfazed by
Yeah.
anything around him. Everything around him goes. I was listening to a podcast as well, and they were talking about how he has the superpower of slowing everything down, and everything looks slow, so he can make decisions slower. Everyone can tackle him, and I like that. When you watch him, you think like he's always has time. How do you get the time when others don't? Because of the ability, the first touch, and how he can turn. He's proven everyone wrong. But I want Cole Palmer to start like in the season now. They're gonna face Liverpool. They're gonna face Newcastle. If he takes control of these games, I think he's gonna shut up everyone.
Facts.
He's gonna shut up everyone because now what they have against him is like you did it only against these teams. Like you didn't do it against the big teams. You didn't manage the game. You didn't like control the game. You weren't clutch. Yes, he was clutch against Man City, if I'm not mistaken, but it was a penalty at the end. They play Man United away. They play Newcastle away in the cup. They play Newcastle at home. They play Liverpool away. These are 4 games for Cole Palmer to prove to the world that it doesn't matter who I'm playing. It is my game. I'm controlling this game. I am the best player on this pitch. Like
are we forgetting that he did that last season though, Mo?
When? Can you remind me?
Against Manchester United at Stamford Bridge. Stepped up,
Yeah,
won the game.
yeah, he did.
He did it in the Euros semi-final, Euros final. I think we're forgetting how good he's been for a long period of time now. It's a whole season he's been doing it. His numbers last year were better than Gareth Bale's best ever season. Like, Cole Palmer's been unbelievable. Yeah, it is better than 12, 13 by a goal.
In the league, I was presented yesterday with in the league, he has 1 non-penalty GA against the top 6.
Oh gosh.
Did you guys see that stat?
I didn't know that.
I showed you that side yesterday. 1 GA, guys, against the top 6. 79 of his non-penalty goals were against bottom half of the table.
But the thing is, though, they were in the bottom half of the table, though. So it kind of, you know what I mean? Like every number makes sense, though, man. When you think about it, like
we were a worse team last season as well.
Yes, okay.
And we were being set up in a way where we were only probably able to beat the worst teams and then actually we wouldn't, and we draw, and Cole Palmer might score in a game where we drew 2 or 2-1 or 1-1 or something like that. Palmer now is in a much better team where at times if Palmer's going to find it difficult, other players will step up, and at the same time he's also shown he's still got the ability to come into games if he's finding it challenging. The West Ham game springs to mind. He wasn't unbelievable like Si said, but he still scored a fantastic goal, and I think he's going to show that he will get tested this season. And I'm sure he'll rise to the top, like you were saying, because
talent is undeniable.
Yeah, he's exceptional.
You can't just watch Cole Palmer and think, yeah, he won't do it. No, he will do it.
Yeah, and you know what, Mo? Adding on to what you said, when you said he's unfazed, even his younger days at City, before he moved to the Chelsea, the Community Shield goal against Arsenal, albeit it's the Community Shield, it's still against Arsenal. I remember, I think his Champions League debut, just before he got an ankle injury for Pep, I think he's come on and scored or assist. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. Whenever he's even come into the fold, even at Man City, before his Chelsea days, he always stakes his claim. He always imposes himself when he's on the pitch. So you know what? Credit to him. Credit to him.
Credit to him.
Can I ask you guys something? Do you think England should build around Cole Palmer?
100%. 100%.
100%. For me, he should be the 10. He should put Finger in the 8. Bellingham, Rice.
Bellingham or Foden will then have to be sacrificed, because for me, Foden doesn't work on the left. People are saying Foden on the left, Saka on the right, Palmer in the middle, but I don't think you get the best of Phil Foden on the left.
Listen, and it is what it is. I'm having Palmer over Foden.
Foden, bro.
Foden hasn't.
It's not about Foden, bro. You know what it is here? Why do we do this? Yo, guys. Who remembers the Spain squad of 2010? Bro, there were certain players that Cazorla wasn't even on the pitch.
Yeah.
Bro, Cazorla wasn't even on the pitch.
David Silva was not a starter because it was
exactly.
David Silva came off the bench as a left winger.
Even Fabregas, he had like Xavi and Iniesta. Do you know what I mean? And Sergio Busquets.
Man, guys.
Alonso wasn't on the pitch. So many great players were just on the bench.
Come on, look at France. France of 2016. There were so many players that were not even there. Come on, guys, but what are we doing here? Like,
I actually think we can get them all in. I think Rice and Bellingham both drop, and I think you put Foden in the 10, and then Palmer and Saka either side, and then Kane. You just decide what one goes left. Maybe Saka goes left, and Palmer right, whatever. I think both of them are good enough to go out wide. So that's probably what we'll do, because Foden on the left ain't happening, is it? Let's be real. It weren't good. So yeah, we could make it all work. Do you know what I'm saying?
Listen, for me,
ban
like I said,
Foden, put Gordon on the left. No, I'm not.
why not?
Put Gordon on the left and play Palmer in the 10, bro, where he excels. Don't shift players to shoehorn Phil Foden in that place.
That's true.
If
That's
Cole
true.
Palmer is playing better than Foden, we have to accept it at some point. We have to just accept it.
Yeah.
We have to say, we have to hold our hands and say, Cole Palmer, Pep, you lost the guy because you were never getting the best out of him because of your micromanaging of players. Khalas. It's okay.
You know what the funny thing is?
Everyone was good and everything.
Do you know what's hilarious? Everyone was getting on at Arsenal saying, "Oh, Palmer's better than Saka. Palmer's better than Saka." Now Palmer's better than Foden, and Man City fans hate it.
No. Now, but the thing is,
you know what? It's quickly for international football as well. There's no harm in just being an impact player for your country. There's no harm. Who used to say Foden just can't come on in a 10 and probably replace a Palmer? Let's say Palmer's getting tired and Foden comes on. It's still a quality player. But I agree with Mo. When people keep saying play Palmer, Saka, and Foden all together, for me,
remember that golden generation?
Two of them will excel, but Foden won't. The other two are fine.
You know what was missing from that golden generation? Was probably Michael Carrick. In that golden generation for England. When you look at it, they needed someone just to sit there and just dictate. And what they did was they ended up putting Scholes on the left, Gerrardi, like Broski, like all of that was crazy. They put Scholes on the left.
He's one of the most underrated players, not by your fan base, obviously, but I think even by rivals. I think he's a good player, but I feel like we don't give him the respect he deserves.
He's the most underrated Premier League player ever, I think. Carrick.
Easily, bro. And we didn't.
No one talked about him, man. I
think Capello didn't like him or something. I don't know who didn't like him. Someone didn't like him. And we did. It's like he could have been our Pirlo, and Pirlo did bits for Italy. But you know what I mean? Relax, man. I'm saying he could have been. But he probably could have though when you deep it like. Broski, like when you look at the impact that Pirlo had on that Italy team, I genuinely believe you could have had that same situation with Carrick. That balance that you needed that balance, and Carrick gave you that balance. But it is what it is, man. Let's move on to quickly last 10 minutes on Trent Alexander-Arnold. You know what it is here with this Trent situation? It's like, listen, he's a Scouser, innit? And he's born and bred here. Like, I just don't see him leaving, man. I want to banter it. You know me when me and Grizz on the show.
You've been speaking to Grizz too much. You've been speaking to Grizz too much.
Yeah.
Me and Grizz have been going back and forth for the past 2 weeks. I've conceded. My personal opinion, I think he's gone. And the reason why I say this is you can't begrudge him. He's already a Liverpool legend at age 25. He's won everything there is to win. Sometimes you just want a new challenge. It's not like he's going into an environment in Real Madrid where he's not friends with the players. He was chilling with them most of this summer. His best friend Jude's over there, right? Of course, I don't want him to leave, but I just feel like it's gross negligence from the club. Our 4 world-class players, we've let them all go down to their last year or 18 months. It's ridiculous. It is actually poor from upstairs. I was saying to Dan the other day, it's reminiscent of Arsenal under Wenger when you let Nasri, Van Persie, and all your best players go to their last year. It's absurd. It's actually insane. But in my opinion, you're going to get a lot of us Liverpool fans saying, oh, he's one of us. It's inevitable. He'll stay. But Real Madrid's knock is different. This is what people don't understand. Real Madrid's knock is very different. And I actually believe Van Dijk and Salah stay. That's my opinion. I just don't think Trent does. I think Trent's the one that stays and that leaves. And he's going to be the one that hurts us the most because he's in his prime. He's either in or wherever you start your prime from. 25, 26, but he's entering his prime. He's one of our own, and it will hurt. But I just think he's gone. And Chris keeps saying to me, he knows people in the club. I don't. He knows people in the club. He's like, Ramel, just relax. He'll sign. I'm like, how do you know this? But he doesn't want to reveal too much. Big up Chris, by the way. But I just think he's gone. I've conceded that he's gone, man. I think if it was signed, it would have been signed already because the nearer it gets to January, he can speak to other clubs. Like, isn't this a worry for our fans? Like, everyone's acting like this is just normal. It's literally a couple months away till he can start negotiating, not just Madrid, any other club. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah. But it is only Real Madrid that's good because Carvajal is literally, I think, 33, 34. So he's on his last legs. And Bellingham, Mbappe, like it's man. But no Liverpool fan would begrudge Trent Alexander-Arnold leaving, though, in terms of he's given his all, he's been there, and nobody would be booing him.
I think if he leaves for free, it's a disaster.
Yeah, of course. At the age of 26, it's mad.
You leave on free, one of the best right backs around, for free after that career at Liverpool. There has to be heads chopped, bro, at the club. People need to get fired. Seriously. They needed to renew his contract 2 seasons ago, not today. These guys are incompetent. The people that ran the club before that. Trent Alexander-Arnold to negotiate for free to Real Madrid. This is crazy.
Yeah.
You know what's so mad, Mo, as well? Do you know what's so mad about this? In summer 2022, we only signed Arthur Melo. The money we didn't spend, we could have reinvested in the contracts.
I know.
It annoys me. It actually annoys me. It annoys me so much.
Though, contracts never equate to money, though, man. I don't know why. We remember we Ronaldo's one. We didn't spend any money on that in the January transfer window. We bought Vegas for what, 3 million loan. So the wages. I think the club just keep it, man. The club just keep the wages, and then it is what it is. But for me, it's a disaster because this summer could be really peak for Liverpool. Imagine losing Salah, Van Dijk, and Trent all in one window.
And Alisson.
Salah is about to sign a 3-year contract as well for Liverpool.
With who? With Liverpool?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Have you got sources?
There's the reports from Egypt. It's why you're asking me? Why you're putting me on the spot? I go like you, and I read the news.
Is that Al Waffle?
Am I in the room with them?
What source is that Al Waffle?
No, bro.
Wait, Mo. Who did you just say? Salah.
Salah, yeah.
Yeah, I said him for me. I said from the start.
There are rumors come from Egypt, from his agent in Egyptian, Rami Abbas. So he speaks to other people, and they just leak the information. Apparently, he's gonna stay. At Liverpool.
I was gonna say, big up Liverpool Truth Channel. I know Alisson's the one that his contract ends summer 2026. But the fact that we signed Mamardashvili to come in next summer, that's evident that Alisson will probably try and recruit. Alisson's the one player would probably try and recruit some money for probably Saudi 20-30 million for him.
Nah, Bayern, no.
Yeah, actually, they've been linked with him as well. Yeah. But we'll get some money for Alisson. I'm sure of that.
It's shocking from Liverpool's board, man. Shocking from Liverpool's board.
Crazy.
Biryani sauces.
Yo, the man is saying, yo. Al Ahwa Talk. Shout out to Al Ahwa. That's a good show, man.
Ahwa Talk, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Actually, that's how news go around in Egypt. Somebody tell somebody, bro.
Yeah.
That guy was.
How much is he on right now? The wages, by the way, Trent. Rums, you know what wage?
Trent's on about 180. I think he's on about 180. So we're looking to double it. Yeah, he's on about 180 because we've not renewed.
He needs to be on double that, bro. I'll be real with you.
Yeah,
because if Mason Mount's on 250, hey, listen,
that's what I think. That's been the rumors. What we're offering him 300k, but I'm not sure if he's accepted it yet. And then we're also trying to kind of go down the Chelsea road. I think we're offering 6-7 year deal, and he might just want a 4 or 5. So we are negotiating with him. This rumor that we've not negotiated with him, that is false. I'll put that in the mud. We have been negotiating with him, but we've not come to an agreement yet, and that's worrying for me because the nearer January nears, it's not nice, man. Obviously for you don't care, but for me it's not nice, and that's why this one will hurt more because he's literally an academy graduate, and it's rare for academy graduates to make first team at Liverpool. You've had Curtis Jones and Trent off the top of my head in the last, when I say first team, actually played consecutive seasons first team. I know you've had Bradley recently coming through, but it's only really been Trent and Curtis Jones the last couple of years. So yeah, man, he's the main one I want to stay. Van Dijk and Salah.
Yeah.
Go
ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I was saying Van Dijk and Salah, of course I'd love them to stay, but times are on their side, where Trent still has at least 5, 6, 7 years at the very top of his game.
Can I ask a question about Liverpool, Rom? Since I haven't streamed with you for like 50 years, do you have are you chest Roms or you're not? Do you trust your team this season at all?
When you say trust, do you mean to go on a title challenge?
Yes.
Yes, I do trust us to go on the title challenge. Will we win it? I still think our squad's kind of light. I'm not gonna lie. We're one Gravenberch or Kanate injury away from looking very mediocre again. But do I think we'll challenge? Yeah, I've said that from the start of the season, Mo. You can't have our players and tell them, yeah, top four's fine. No way. I still think Arsenal and City are maybe slightly a level ahead. But listen, the common denominator a lot of our fans were saying is from Klopp to Slot. But we look defensively better as it stands under Slot than we did under Klopp his last 2 seasons. So yeah, for a title challenge, yes. And this might shock you, and I've said this on many shows. I actually have us favourites to win the Champions League. You don't have to be great to win the Champions League, but I think we'll go very far in the Champions League as well. So yeah, I've got chess this season.
Okay, fair enough. Wow. We will be there. We will be there. We will be there. But listen, guys, have we hit 1,000 likes? Like Mo said, if we can do that, that'll be amazing, man. Let's get these likes up to 1,000 likes, man. It's been a good show, man. You know what I mean? Very, very good show. Agree to disagree. You know what I mean? So we're all here just to give our opinions, man. We are going to redirect to Dan Potts. He's going to be live right now, people. So don't go anywhere. Stay here, and we're going to redirect you later on. I got a video later on coming with KG. So make sure you look out for that video. That'll be dropping around about 7, 8 o'clock. So make sure you tune in for that one. But yeah, Dan, thanks for coming on, man.
Nah, come on, man. Pleasure. Thank you all so much. And thank you for the redirect, man. And I'll see you over on the channel in a minute. Thanks, man. Yeah. Big up, Saeed.
Absolutely, man. Dan as well. TikTok and YouTube. Big up to you, bro.
Yeah, pleasure having me on, mate. I love this show. We have so many good conversations. So thanks again for having me on, mate. And keep up the content size quality.
Yeah, man, appreciate it, man. Roms, big up, bro. Always, man. Thanks for coming through.
Yeah, sorry, my work meeting just overran, but yeah, man, big up the panel, big up the chat, and yeah, enjoyed the last however long I was on the show. But yeah, man.
Yeah, solid, man. And big up to Judge Mo, man. Big up to you, bro.
Big up, people. Let's get the 1,000 likes before we end this show. It's easy, bro. It's easy, people.
Yeah.
The like button. Some people living under the rock. It looks like thumbs up, by the way. It looks like this. If you don't need it. Underneath the live chat, you could just close the live chat, click the like button, come back. It's okay. We're not going anywhere. It's fine.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So make sure you do that, people. And yeah, like I said, I'll see you a lot later on. And yeah, man, it's been another episode of Agree to Disagree. We are out, people. Take care. Bye-bye. Peace.